So welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited for today's look. I want you guys to watch part 1 and part 2 if you want to get the full gist of this palette. But we are reviewing the Abhxamrezy and Anastasia Beverly Hills collab today. I'm very excited for this collab. When I first seen that she was putting out a palette, I jumped straight to her page to kind of see, you know, what looks she had already been doing. So when this palette came out, I first initially got it on the pre-launch day that they did. I think it was the 13th. No, it was the 14th. So on the 14th, I had got the palette by itself, and then the next day they came out with the full PR package palette, and I went ahead and got the PR package palette and mirror. So when you open up the box, you have the mirror on top and the palette on bottom. The palette does come in its case. This one is just kind of like a soft baby pink. It doesn't have the glitter on it, but when you take it out of the box, it does have the glitter on it. This palette is bomb, okay? So the mirror is kind of small. It covers your face. You can see your full face in the mirror. You can get close up and see what you need to see. So, you know, it's just a mirror, but I really like that she added a mirror. I haven't gotten any collections with mirrors. With the Jackie Aina and the Anastasia Beverly Hills collab, I got the makeup bag, which I still use today. It's a little dirty, but I use that, and it also comes in a similar box, kind of like a pop-open box. So I really like that they kind of continued that for the PR package for this collab. So another thing that I thought was really cool was that they actually put a picture of the palette on the back of the box, so you could kind of preview what the shades look like before you even open it. So onto the palette. So I really like the packaging on this palette. The glitter is awesome. It makes you feel like Barbie Wonderland, makes you feel really girly, really feminine, you know. I've already used the palette, so now it's kind of messy, but in the swatches you guys will see more close-ups to this palette. Now I'm going to be swatching these shades from left to right. First the top row, then the bottom row. You guys will see that in the clips below. So like most ABH palettes, this palette does include the dual end brush. At one end of the brush, it has the eyeshadow packing end for your lid. And then at the other end of the brush, it has the blending brush for around your crease. So for the first shade, Wasted, I really liked this shade to use on my brow bone. I thought at first it was going to be too shimmery, but it honestly, the formula for the eyeshadow was very powdery, so that I could still put it on my brow bone, blend it out, and it not stay so shimmery. So I really liked using that on my brow bone. Next is Barb. I really liked Barb as well. That's what I have kind of like on the more inner corners of my lid. And Liddy I did not use in this look, but Liddy is a chunkier glitter, pressed glitter, that's what it is. Liddy is a pressed glitter. I like that shade a lot. I feel personally that it has a lot of purples in it, and you'll see that in the swatches. So Liddy is a nice color. I cannot wait to use it. Next is Cupcake. Cupcake I did use in this look. I used it in between Reezy and Barb. You couldn't really see it, but I like the way it blended the shadows together, kind of from an ombre look. Cupcake is a lavender shimmer shade, but I feel like it's more satin because it's a flat shimmer. Next is Dragon. Dragon I also did not use in this look, but Dragon is definitely a nice gold. Everybody needs a nice gold. It does have a lot more yellowish orange undertones, but I still really like that shade. Leo is what I used underneath my eye. Leo is like an aqua blue. I definitely love this shade. I used to put blue underneath my eye on a look all the time because I felt like it added a pop to the look. So I really love that she incorporated this aqua blue into her palette. I feel like it's a really nice touch. Next shade is Gemini. So Gemini is another chunky glitter shade. It's another pressed glitter. And it's just, you know, kind of a pure, more bronze gold instead of like a yellow gold. So I really like that shade. And I can't wait to use that on my lid. The next shade is Georgina. Georgina is a bronze shade. It is a very light bronze shade. So for soft glam, this shade is going to be perfect for those type of looks. I cannot wait to use that one. Georgina, I probably would also use in my brow bone. Okay, so next is Reezy, the hot pink shade. I love this color. I put that kind of on the outer part of my eyeshadow. So Reezy is still another satin shade. It's a satin shimmer. Next shade is Anastasia. I used Anastasia in my tear duct just to kind of open up my eyes a little bit. You can't really see this much, but without it you can really tell, you know, a little bit of a difference. Then for my transition shades, I'm going to kind of combine these two together. So New Yorker and OG. So New Yorker is more yellowish undertones. It's more it's definitely lighter than OG. OG is probably more brown, more orange, how New Yorker is more like yellow, kind of going into tan. So these two shades I used as a transition shade, and it actually added some definition to my crease for whenever I put on my top layers of shadow. Now Semsa is what I put on the very outer corners of my lid, and Semsa is a magenta shade, matte shade. So I really like Semsa to kind of tie in this whole look together. Once I, you know, finished doing my shimmer, I went in with Semsa and kind of just tied it all up. Next shade is 1988. This shade is kind of a chocolatey brown look. When I do a soft glam look, I'm probably going to use kind of like a nude lid, and then, you know, incorporate 1988 to blend out my crease and such. Then BK, I also probably want to use BK in that look and do like that pop of pink, what I was talking about. So those two together are going to be really exciting to use. And the last shade is Yugo. So let's talk about Yugo. So when I swatched this shade the first time, I was kind of thrown off, but when I went in and I used a brush to swatch the shadow, it did get darker the more you built it up. So that just may be how you have to use the shadow. You have to use a certain technique, but I just really wasn't impressed with how this shadow swatched. So that's my take kind of on these shades. I really hope you guys enjoy my swatching, even though it's kind of messy. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this part 1, part 2 series of me reviewing the Abhxamrezy and ABH palette. I am really excited to continue my Valentine's Day look series. So this is a part of my Valentine's Day look series. They're kind of similar, but I had to show you guys this palette and use the shades in them. So if you like this video, make sure to comment down below in the comment section, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Duh. Bye guys.